So we had a whole bunch of stuff come in the other day. First thing up on the list, we got to do some measuring. We got our little distribution block, our little manifold. First off, we need to find where we're going to mount this. And then once we have it mounted, we can go from there. So let's find where we're going to mount it, and then we'll start measuring and cutting. So because we're going to be powder coating this, it has to fit in the oven. So 12 inches is going to be the max, but I think we're going to cut it at 11 because I think 11 should do just fine. And I don't know if we can use our tin snips, but we're going to try it because that might be a lot faster than cutting it with a Dremel. It just ain't easy being cheesy, you know?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Not the cleanest cut. Now what we can do is just kind of cut off a little strip here. We'll take this guy to the vise real quick and we'll just kind of sand her down, and then we'll come right back. So prep work is next. I'm gonna go ahead and sand this guy down, rough it up a little bit, give it a surface for the powder to stick to, and after that, then we can just start powder coating. So now that we have the part in there, now we've got everything hooked up. We just got to hook up air to the powder coating gun, and then we can start. I got my respirator, so let's put this on and let's get powder coating. So it turned out okay. Had a little issues when we were putting it into the oven. As you can tell on the bottom side, we just rested it on the tin foil and it stuck, which is fine. And then when we put it in, we had the hook in on the wrong side. Created some issues. This is, all the fingerprints are from me afterwards. And then we just leaned it against the center pole in there. Definitely doesn't look great, but overall, it's not bad. And then over here, we ended up touching one of the hot rods in there. But I can work with this for sure. So now the next thing to do, I've got two little holes here. One right here, one right there. Hard to see. But the plan is to drill out some pretty big holes. That way, if we don't want to take the plate off and we want to take that manifold off for any reason, we can get a socket on the backside, and that'll allow us to have access to the nuts, so we can just zip them right out. So now the hole's big enough, so yeah, we can get the socket in and out if we need to. Perfect. I think that's gonna do pretty good. So now let's get this guy mounted up. So we got a little hose routed. We drilled a hole back into here, so it's kind of just ran out over to here. We got a 90 going down. It's hard to see, but it goes down over to here, notched out a little hole here. And then we just have it sitting here. This is just kind of what we've got for now. We can just pull it out and then hook it up to our air compressor. With our pneumatics kind of figured out, next thing on the list is to get these lights mounted. And to do these lights, we got a 12-volt power supply we're gonna have to wire up. Unfortunately, we don't have the plug or the cable to wire this up, so we're gonna have to go get that. Before we do that, we're gonna mount these lights up and then get them all wired in and ready to go. I'm still waiting on some DIN rail, so for now what we're gonna have to do is inside of here, We'll just kind of have to wire knot everything together for the time being. Bit of a big junction box, but we have other plans to do something with this later on. So a bit excessive for now, but we got to get these lights mounted up down here all the way around. We're going to keep the power supply away from the vise area because that's where we do most of the grinding. Let's get those lights taped up, and then we're gonna have to figure something out with this cable here too. Might have to bust out the soldering gun. So we went to Ace. Got us an extension cord instead of going the route of getting some cable and then a plug. We're just gonna kind of make it our own. We just need the male end, so then we can just cut off wherever we need to for the female end and wire it into our power supply. So that's the plan. Let's get back home. Let's just get started on this. I can't wait. So we just went ahead and cut the end off. The way that we're gonna route this is I think we're gonna go up from there and try to just keep it low profile and keep it along the back side of this. Then we're gonna have to figure out how to kind of get it across here. I don't know if maybe the ground is a better option. Go over and then just kind of zip tie it along that all the way down, run it all the way across and then back up. I think that might be a better option here. So that might be what we do. Ground, neutral, black is hot. So we're gonna get these guys wired in up top to the power supply, and then next thing after that is to get those 12 volts ran to it, and then we're pretty much there. So we'll come back once we have that ran, and here we go. So if you enjoyed watching everything kind of get pieced together piece by piece, there is a little bit more. If you couldn't tell, we do have some open gaps here on the side. We're gonna have to 3D print some covers or something here to close off these sides, but for now, I'm not too worried about it. I love how the hose is routed. Just to me, it just looks cleaner from the outside. The way that the hose is routed, then you don't have to see it because this stuff's already a mess. Organized mess, but nonetheless. Anyways, if you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button. If you made it this far, comment your favorite soda. Mine's Dr. Pepper, always will be. So, see you next time.